Hi, Junior Youthers. I just wanted to send this video because I know some of you might be needing to go to a funeral soon. And maybe you've never been to a funeral, or you've certainly never been to a funeral where you were going to support someone else. And so I thought I would just make this quick video to tell you a little bit about how you can be a good friend at a funeral. First of all, you should go to a funeral. The Bible says it's actually better to go to a funeral than a wedding, and I'm not going to unpack that right now. But part of being a good friend is being present, just being with people when things are really hard, and just showing up means so much to people. And I hope it's a long, long time before you guys are in that situation. But I know maybe some of you guys have lost grandparents or other people in your life. And having people just be there means a lot. So it can be really scary. And usually the reason people feel really scared or awkward is you're worried about a couple things. One, you might be worried that you have to see a dead body. And you can talk to your parents about this and about the funeral you might be actually going to. A lot of times you won't have to do that. You're just going to see your friend, or the body of the person that died might be in the room, but it's usually pretty easy to avoid that. And if you're going to support a friend, it's certainly not something you have to do, and your parents can help you stay away from that if that's part of what would make you afraid to go. Now, just knowing that that's going to be there might still be really scary, but you should do it anyway and be brave to support your friend who maybe lost someone really important to them. Another reason people are really kind of nervous to go to a funeral is you get worried about what are you supposed to say. You do not need to worry about that. I'm going to tell you right now exactly what you say. You can just give your friend a hug. And if that's weird, you don't have to give them a hug either, whatever would be normal for you. And you can just say, I'm really sorry for your loss. That's it. You don't have to try and make them feel better. You don't have to try and make them laugh. You don't have to cry with them. You don't have to be upset. You don't have to do anything. You just say, I'm really sorry for your loss. This sucks. That's it. When someone's grieving, it's not usually a place where at that time at the funeral that they're ready to have a big conversation about it. Sometimes they are, probably not, and probably not with you. So just go and say, I'm really sorry. And sometimes that person will actually want to keep talking. Like, especially if you're one of their only friends there and you're their age and all they've been doing is like having adults that they kind of know or kind of don't know come up to them and say they're sorry and whatever. Maybe they just want to talk about something normal and different so that they don't have to keep thinking about it that whole time. So if your friend starts talking about other things, then go ahead and talk with them. It's okay to be light and talk about normal things. You probably don't want to be too loud or get like too crazy about it, because there are other people there that are not going to be in that space, but you can kind of follow your friend's lead, and you're probably going with your parents, and so they can help you understand when it's time to move on. Most of the time, when you go to a funeral of someone that is, a friend and you're supporting them, you'll usually go to something called the visitation, which is not usually the funeral service. That's usually people go to that when they knew the person that passed away. But in the visitation, you're more there to you stand in a line and you say, I'm sorry for your loss, to the people that you know that lost that person. So you might skip some of the people in that line that you have no idea who they are because you're just going there for your friend, and that's totally fine. You're usually there pretty quickly. Most of the time, it's just kind of like a boring thing where you stand in line and you kind of might get nervous about what you're going to say when you actually get up there. But again, just remember, all you have to say is, I'm really sorry for your loss. And just the fact that you showed up and came and were there means so much. I know when my mom died, I had people there that I knew were going to be there, and that was really special and important. But I also had some friends come that I had not seen in years and years, but were friends with me when I was a kid, and they came to the funeral, and we didn't talk very much, but it meant a lot that they came. And it kind of made it feel like people cared about me and supported me. And even some of them came because they knew my mom, and that was really special. So if you have the opportunity to go to a friend's funeral, you should go, even if it's scary. You should ask your parents to take you. And you don't have to be scared, because you can just be there for that person, your friend, and show them love in that way. Now, sometimes going to a funeral can bring up in yourself big questions about what happens when people die and all that sort of stuff. And we've got other videos about that, and so I won't tackle that here, but that might bring up questions that you want to talk to your parents about or your life group leader about, and you can totally do that. But this video is just how to funeral. You can do it. Be brave. If you're a Christian, if Jesus is your Lord, this is part of what it means to love your neighbor and to go be salt and light, to make bad stuff a little bit less bad, and to bring hope to people just by your presence. Anyway, you guys are awesome. Be brave. Be a blessing to your friends. See you.